What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, a few interviews came out of Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbe discussing and giving his thoughts on the future and future fights of undefeated 3-division, 5-time world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is no longer with Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather Promotions, and Floyd Mayweather himself. Gervonta Davis is 29 wins, no losses, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Davis is widely considered one of the faces, if not the face, of the sport of boxing. Gervonta Davis did massive numbers his last fight, April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he took on now former lightweight title contender, now junior welterweight title contender, Mexican-American superstar boxer King Ryan Garcia, who is now 23 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 70-inch arm reach. He dropped Ryan Garcia in the second round, stopped him in the 7th round, but more importantly, the fight did 1.2 to 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. It was the 5th highest gate in Las Vegas history. It did over $22 million in revenue brought in. It did massive numbers. There's no question that Gervonta Davis is a face and a cash cow in boxing. No question. But he's now, as Leonard Ellerbe stated, he's his own commodity. He's his own boss. And he has GTD Promotion, Gervonta Davis Promotions. And he's putting on cards. He's active, right? He's bringing a lot of fighters up from his community, from Baltimore. You know, you have Mia Ellis, Lorenzo Truck Simpson. Looks like you're going to have Malik Hawkins back in the mix. So he's definitely bringing a lot of fighters and reaching back to his community. And he's a cash cow. And so the fights that we want to see is the fights that Tank Davis had on his hit list, which was, he stated that he wanted to fight 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, who is 17 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. He also wanted to fight undefeated 2-division world champion, Olympic silver medalist, former unified super featherweight WBC, WBO world champion, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson, who is 20 wins, no loss, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. And the biggest focal point of them all is undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion, superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney is 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age. He'll be 25 in November. 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. So that's Tank Davis' hit list. So Leonard Ellerbe was asked about those fights because those are the fights that the people want to see. People want to see what's next for Gervonta Davis. Is it going to be a lightweight Mexican superstar title contender rematch? And I seek Pitbull Cruz. Okay, they fought already December 2021, and Gervonta Davis, he beat Isaac Cruz, unanimous decision, and I thought it was one of his best performances as he showed his versatility. He showed his boxing ability. Isaac Cruz is now 25 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 17 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'3" with a 63-inch arm reach. So they fought December 2021. Tank Davis injured his hand, outboxed Isaac Cruz. Beautiful performance. But he didn't get a knockdown or knockout. And because he didn't get a knockdown or knockout, people automatically label the fight and Tank Davis as being exposed, and and that Isaac Cruz actually won the fight, which is egregious to me, because I think Tank Davis clearly won the fight at worst 9 rounds to 3. But nonetheless, people are calling for a rematch. Even his longtime trainer, big brother, uncle, father figure, Coach Calvin Ford, mentor, he's actually calling for a rematch. He wants to see it. Coach Calvin is eager to see Isaac Cruz and Tank Davis Part 2. So people want to see it, and speculation is they could be in December, before the year is up. This would be his 3rd fight. So me personally, in 1 year, 1 calendar year, he fought Hector Garcia January 7th. He fought Ryan Garcia April 22nd. Me, I'm all for Isaac Cruz versus Tank Davis 2 before the year is up. I'm personally pushing for that, right? Or Sean O'Malley from the UFC. Close the year out with a bang, Tank Davis. Get your bag, and then focus on the legacy fights in 2024, right? These are big fights for Tank Davis, but they're financial gains for Tank Davis. Hector Garcia did record-breaking numbers. Ryan Garcia did record-break. Fight Sean O'Malley or Isaac Cruz in Los Angeles. Again, rematch him in LA if you want to, or bring him to Vegas. Whether it doesn't matter. Close out the year with Isaac Cruz. I'm all for it. Then in 2022, focus on the bigger fights, the more competitive fights, the legacy fights in the ring. And Leonard Ellerbe said that those fights aren't ready to happen yet, and those fighters aren't going anywhere, and the fighters need to build up. And when they get offered, when they get sent the offer, and they realize it's not what they think they're worth, then the fights won't happen. So let the fight build. So he's saying if Tank sends Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson an offer for what they're actually worth compared to what they think they're worth, they're going to be offended. So he says, let the fights build. And the Shakur Stevenson fight, Shakur Stevenson is one who believes that him and Tank is the biggest fight, which is a huge fight. But it's not bigger than Devin Haney and Tank Davis, because the storyline for Devin Haney and Tank Davis is bigger than the storyline for Shakur and Tank Davis. Okay? So when you sell a storyline, competitive-wise, I think it's the same type of fight. But storyline-wise, I think that the fight with Tank and Devin is bigger. Right? They have a lot more history. That's glorified history. And I do agree with Leonard Ellerbe. If Devin Haney, and I'm going to focus on Devin Haney right now, because he has more opportunities right now than Shakur Stevenson does at 135. Devin Haney is in the mix for the alleged initial four Kings fights, which are bigger fights than the fights that Shakur Stevenson is going to be able to secure. Now, if Devin Haney, I agree with Leonard Ellerbe. Let it build. Let Devin Haney and Tank Davis build. And let me tell you why. Devin Haney has a big fight coming up December 9th, San Francisco, California, Chase Center, where the Golden State Warriors play, where he's from the Bay Area, right? Now, he's going to fight against two-time WBC junior welterweight world champion superstar boxer Regis Prograis, right? Regis Prograis is 28 29 wins, 1 loss, no draws. 24 wins by way of knockout. He's older, 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach, and he's a southpaw. But he's a superstar. That 1 loss came at the hands of the undisputed British superstar boxer, world champion Josh Taylor at the time, who's no longer that. But he beats Regis Prograis, right? That's a huge victory for him. It makes him an undisputed champion in lightweight and the 2-division world champion now, right? He has 2 other mega fights right there in front of him, which is he can now fight the guy that just beat Josh Taylor, okay? 2-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, now the WBO reigning junior welterweight world champion, Teofimo Lopez, who is 19 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. He is 25 years of age, or 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Teofimo Lopez has 2 marquee mega wins, which is he beat Lomachenko in a unification bout, then he beat Josh Taylor and stopped Josh Taylor's run, right? And he won both in impressive fashion, in dominating fashion. He beat both of them, right? Convincingly. No question about who won. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez has history. Devin Haney beats Regis Prograis as the WBC champion. Once again, he was the WBC lightweight champion when Teofimo Lopez was the unified champion, and they didn't come together to fight for undisputed. Now Devin Haney will be the WBC champion again, and Teofimo Lopez has the WBO title. Now you get Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney in a unification bout. And according to legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum, they already have a verbal agreement in place. It looks like Teofimo Lopez is going to face off against the former unified junior welterweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Jose Ramirez in his next fight. Okay, that looks like the next fight we're going to get from Teofimo Lopez before the year is up. Now, Devin Haney fights and beats Teofimo Lopez because, again, I'm focused on Devin Haney because the storyline is bigger, and Tank Davis said he didn't really have no interest in fighting Teofimo Lopez. So the reason I'm not focused on Teofimo Lopez is because Tank Davis has stated he is not focused on Teofimo Lopez, but he's focused on Devin Haney because the storyline of the 2 glorified sparring sessions, who won it, Tank Davis quit, Tank Davis rocked Devin Haney, the storyline is bigger, right? So now Devin Haney beats Teofimo Lopez, is a unified champion. He beats Teofimo Lopez, who already lost to George Kambosos, so he beat the man who beat the man. He beat Kambosos for undisputed, and Kambosos had beat Teo for unification. So nonetheless, he beats Teofimo Lopez. That makes him an even bigger star, right? 3 fights. And so now, you beat Regis Prograis, Teofimo Lopez. Now, another thing to note here is another fight that's coming up. Now you have Rolando Rolly Romero, who's the WBA champion, but getting ready to get stripped of his WBA title. And you're going to have O'Hari Davis fight against Ishmael Barroso, who Rolly beat for the WBA vacant belt. And they're going to fight as the co-main event for the vacant WBA belt that's going to be vacated by Rolly November 16th. And Ryan Garcia, who Tank Davis fought, is a mega star, did mega numbers, is going to headline that card November 16th. But then he's going to fight the winner of that fight. And Ryan Garcia is going to beat, whom I believe O'Hari Davis is going to beat Ishmael Barroso. Then Ryan Garcia is going to beat O'Hari Davis, become the WBA champion. Now you have a situation where you can make a mega fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia now in another unification bout. Now, keep in mind, Tank Davis has already fought at 140 and became a world champion. Although he beat Mario Barrios for the WBA regular title, he's a world champion. He fought at 140. Mario Barrios is bigger than Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney fights Ryan Garcia, a mega pay-per-view event. He beat Teofimo Lopez. He beats Regis Prograis. Now he got Ryan Garcia. Right? Ryan Garcia is already an attraction in itself. Now you get Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, another fight between the original four kings. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Tank Davis. Right? All picking up marquee wins. Key here is Ryan Garcia picks up the belt. Now you have a unification bout. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney apparently fought 7 to 8 times, and they split in the amateurs, or 3 to 6 times or something like that. They have history. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight, unification bout, mega fight. Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia. Guess what? Now you make Tank Davis and Devin Haney, and Tank Davis versus Devin the Dream Haney, 2 undefeated fighters. To see, you're talking about Devin Haney having 3 fights, which he can accomplish. He's fighting in December against Regis. Now you're talking about him fighting Teofimo Lopez in the early part of 2024. He beats him. He has a mega fight with Ryan Garcia in the summer of or the fall of 2024. Now Tank Davis versus Devin Haney is not only big in 2025, but it's enormous. And again, the reason I'm focusing on Devin Haney is because Tank Davis is focused on Devin Haney, and he already beat Ryan and said he don't have not much interest in Teo. So if Devin Haney fulfills this, it's enormous, and the attraction for Tank Davis to fight Devin Haney at that point in time, it would do 2 million pay-per-view buys at that point in time. And I say Devin Haney because Shakur Stevenson is getting ready to fight for his first title to become a 3-division champion at 135 against Edwin De Los Santos for the vacant WBC title, vacated by Devin Haney. But that's at 135, and the options is not as big. He don't have the marquee big names like Devin Haney does. Now the key is what Tank Davis is going to do after that. Let's say he fights Isaac Cruz in December. Okay, now Devin still needs 2 fights to build that up. Who is Tank Davis going to fight after that? Maybe Frank Martin. You understand? That's the key, is what, and Tank can do what he wants. He can pick who he wants, and his status is going to stay high. But that's why I agree with Leonard Ellerbe. Imagine if Devin Haney fulfilled that, and Devin Haney and Tank Davis fought. It would do 2 million pay-per-view buys, no doubt. No doubt. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.